Hello, it's Teresa here from Rochester in Kent. A big welcome to you all. I hope you're okay, all keeping well. And big hello to the new subscribers. Thank you for subscribing and I hope you like it here. It's a great place to be. Some really nice people on here. This is going to be a very short, I hope, project using old transfers from magazines. Now some of these are very old. Now I have never used this sort of things before. I found some in one of those old packing boxes that I always talk about, and I bought some from eBay ages ago, and I've been given others. So they've come from all sorts of places, but I've never used them. So for me this is a new experience. I'm quite looking forward to it actually. I've got a long journey coming up, long coach journey down to Spain, and the journey is about 25 hours on the coach, right the way through France into 1962, through the Pyrenees and into Spain. And I want some small projects that I can just get out and do without any thinking. So I'm going to give these a try. Some of them are really lovely. I love this one. And look at that, 1968. So that is actually, what, 57 years old. And I don't think they've been used before because the print is still bright. If I open this one up, I particularly like this. They're rabbits. There's a boy and a girl rabbit there. These are the patterns. And you just cut them out in fabric and sew them up, I imagine. So I thought I'd really like to have a go at doing these, but not on the coach journey. This is lovely. Now if you look at it, this one, as I undo this, you see that every vintage tablecloth you've ever seen, or antimacassar, all look the same. And it makes me wonder now, this is why, isn't it? They were all printed possibly with the same transfers. I love this, look, about an envelope and the postage, 1 shilling and 3pence. So they're also a little bit of social history as well, which I find really exciting. On this one, this red one and the blue one, there's some really lovely little motifs that I thought I might be able to use, but they're very tiny and my stitching isn't that tiny. I've never gone in for fine embroidery, fine stitch painting. So I'm not sure how I feel about those. But I have to laugh because you have to be careful about, look this, I'm not going to read that word out. But sometimes like in the class you have to be really careful about handouts and that because you never know what's on the back. This I picked up only today in a local charity shop and I thought this might be ideal. Retails at £9.97 and I picked it up for £2. I just opened it, everything's in there. And look how basic it is, how easy that looks to do. The sort of thing you could just whip out on a journey and just start sewing. It's just cross stitch. So I thought I'll have a go. Somebody has started it. I didn't do the blue that popped up a little while ago. Somebody started that, and I just thought, well, I'll carry on. I think there's the blue there, and it's very neat. It's very small. I'm just hoping that I can do that. Look how neat the back is. The back of my work is never neat. Nowhere like that at all. Now the font on this is just gorgeous as well. Now this is a bright blue, so it looks to me as if this has never been used either. On these designs, I just love the oval, the roundness. Look at that. If I run my finger around there, I just love that shape there. I love the butterfly. I'd like to use that, perhaps with a butterfly in the centre. I think I might try that. I'm very excited about it, but I don't know if I'm going to be a bit bored by it, to be honest. But I'm going to have a go anyway. I'm going to have a go. Bearing in mind I am in the holiday spirit, so I'm very excitable at the moment. But I'm going to put this piece of fabric on here, calico, We do it this way so I don't have to cut it in to the paper pattern. So we do it the other way. Normally I think that you cut the piece out you want and then lie it or lay it on the fabric, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to lay this, the paper, on the fabric. Then I could just about see through the tissue the bit I want. Now it's going to come off the fabric. I can see that just by looking through the paper now, but that doesn't matter. I'm not too worried about that. I'm going to get most of it in. Now this is very hot iron, so I'm guessing that the heat from the iron will just transfer the print to the fabric. I'm pressing quite hard on here. I don't know if it's too hot actually, because I'm leaving brown marks on the paper. Look, you can see here the brown mark there. Right, iron it and press it. So you have no idea how long it takes to do this. As I said, in all these years I've been sewing, I've never done this before. Oh wow, yeah. Oh yeah, I'm pleased with that. That looks good. Oh my goodness, look at the butterfly. It's on the ironing board. Oh, it's come out really well on the ironing board. Oh, I do love that, but I'm not sewing it. That can stay there forever. I'm not leaving that alone. But yeah, that's part of the butterfly there. That's come out quite well. Something to work on. Now, I'm still going to persevere with the butterfly and try and get the butterfly in the centre again without cutting the paper. So I'm going to try and press that butterfly down again, and hopefully it'll come out. I'm pressing really hard, so hard. Look, you can see the paper's gone brown where I've been pressing, but nothing's come out on the paper. It looks as if the print, yeah, look, you can see I've practically burnt it. I'll have another go, but I'm not holding that much hope for this. Let's have a quick look underneath. No, there's nothing there. Oh, that's a shame. I really wanted that in the centre, but that's a shame. Never mind. So I've now turned to this one, and maybe I could get that flower in the centre, I thought, but I couldn't. You can see off screen now I've actually put that on, managed to get that on, but it's very, very runny. It looks as if the ink has run, so perhaps the ink doesn't hold very well. Look at this one, 1962. So that's a really another great age, isn't it? So I'm not surprised really that they're not perhaps holding the ink too well. Perhaps I'm expecting too much. But there's some lovely little, I love that one, the middle one there. There's some lovely little motifs there. This one I might use, but that one's the one that I really love. I think I might have a go at that one. As I said, these small projects are just ideal for rolling up, putting in your bag and just getting out. You know, when you've got 5-10 minutes or you're on a journey or waiting in the doctors or anything really. Just take your mind off what's going on. Oh, there. That's held its own. Let's have a go at this one. Just put that down a bit. And just give that a really good press. Ooh. Oh, well, yeah, that's okay. It's not as good as the blue. So I think the successful ones are the blue ones. I certainly wouldn't trust any of these old ones to anything special that I was making. So I've printed out a couple, these two in particular, and I think these will be able to be used somewhere nice. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way they've come out. As for the others, there's a couple here maybe I can use. I think I'm not going to print out anymore because I've got far more than I need. I'm not too happy with the red ones. They've not come out very well at all, really, have they? Now, I'm guessing that these are washed out after use. I would think going back in these times, 50 odd years ago, that they were gently washed out, because I don't think they would have had the sort of pens and the inks that we have now that can just rub out. So yeah, they look awfully messy to me though. This is the way I've done it in my house. Yeah, not very successful. Well, we're crossing the English Channel now, and I did indeed wrap up some sewing to do. That's Glenn with his sandwich there.
2 hours
Oh, it's a right journey, no seasickness, as you can see from the size of that fantastic. And now on the coach, we're now going down through France, and I've managed to get my sewing.
That's why we leave it 10 o'clock. Every other one is 10 o'clock in the morning.
It's a thinking process now what I'm going to do. So, been on the coach a couple of hours now, and the light's fading. It's not actually dark out there, but the windows are tinted, but it is dark. I've made a start, but I don't like it. Look, I've carried on with the crosses, the cross stitches, and I don't like the idea, I don't like that principle, I don't like it. So, I'm looking back now at the other pieces that I've done, that I've printed, I should say, and I'm going to start with these and then work back. I'm quite surprised at how much I'm not enjoying that cross stitch, but I am enjoying this. You can see the stitches here are very simple. I've got chain stitch, French knots, back stitch, running stitch, all the really simple, nice, friendly stitches. And there's a certain amount of freedom to this as well. It's not rigid. Right, I'm following the shapes, but the colours and the stitches are mine. I'm going to do that one next, and I'm quite enjoying this. Now, I'm very surprised at how much I dislike doing this. I know I keep on. I don't like it. I just don't like it. It's so rigid. And to be honest, it is so difficult. I'm surprised at myself that I'm finding this so difficult to do. I'm not sure where to take it from here, but I don't think I'm going to do much more hand embroidery. Oh, this should be cross stitch. Already I've gone to chain stitch. I'm just going to give you a little brief break from my moaning about this awful project. It really is a daft idea. I'm so surprised. But these are some of the things I saw. Look at these. Wonderful ideas for design just on the pavements. No idea what's under them, but really beautiful. This is Gaudi's unfinished cathedral in Barcelona, the Sagrada Familia, and it's taken something like 150 years to get this far. It's still not finished, but it should be finished. I think they said sometime next year, 2026. But it is just enormous and it's beautiful. Unfortunately, we didn't get to go inside, but I think next time this will be a whole day trip. I'm a little bit gutted, really, that we didn't get to go inside. To get outside and not go in. It's the same with the Louvre when I went to Paris. Got outside, didn't go in, and Notre Dame. Here we go again. Glenn's somewhere in amongst this crowd here, getting himself lost. Now this is also outside, some sort of lamppost. Well, we've had a great day in Barcelona. We're now back in the hotel room. I seem to spend a lot more time in hotel rooms sewing, but this is how far that I've got. And don't forget, I started some of this on the coach, and I'm enjoying this one. I like that. Oh, excuse my foot there. This is the hotel room. This is like the cafe cum bar downstairs. You might recognise that little piece there. I've been using that as a pin holder. Got some crayons there, and I've started just colouring some of these pieces in, just out of curiosity to see what they look like. Oh, please look away, you purists, at that bundle of hedgerow, whatever. I've also done a few more of these, and I'm enjoying those too. And if you can see the crayon in there where I've started on the flower, I'm just loving using the threads and the blue, just filling in the shapes, doing what I really feel like doing actually. It's my holiday after all. So where am I got here now? Back to this, horrors amongst horrors. Now I have actually done a little bit more on here. I don't like to give up. I put some lettering in. They're not crosses, it's running stitch. Some of it's whip running stitch, other is just in and out stab stitches. I like that. Well, back home now, and this is the finished piece. As you can see what it is, can't you? And I really enjoyed doing this. It was nice just to work for a while with silks and just the colours that I've used. And I'm really pleased with that. It's a variety of stitches, but it's all our usual stitches. We've got the running stitch there. We have some chain stitch. We might have a little bit of stem stitch. Oh gosh, I'm not sure we have any more stitches than that. Oh, some straight stitch as well. A few sequins, a couple of buttons, and some beads. And it was just so easy and wonderful to do. I love. So what happened to this? Now, as you can see, I finished the lettering. I've put an awful border around it. Not cross stitches again. It's running stitch. Finished the dresses with a few cross stitches, mostly running stitch and chain. Still need to do the corners, but my heart really hasn't been in this. The first one was wonderful to do on the coach, but this one didn't like. I put it on the side just in case it looks a little bit better, but it doesn't, does it? For me, this wasn't a success at all. I'm just really disappointed in it, but as an experiment, for me, it's been really good. This is the finished piece. Right, so I've added a applique here. Filled it down with running stitches. I've added sequins and I've added those little pieces. I've appliqued those individual pieces that I was embroidering. That's a piece of lace making the basket from here. I'm not sure if we've used that before, but yeah, that's just a little piece of vintage lace there. And as you can see, the other piece that I've done, more applique. That's the piece that I love doing there. I might put a little bit there to fill that. I'm not sure about that. Might do, might not. Just a few squiggles along there. And I've gone over some of these letters. I've whipped them again to make them stand out. The bottom, quite like this as well. This is part of a vintage little coaster type thing. Now, I thought it was finished, but looking at it now, I think there's still a few little adjustments that I can do to it to improve it. Right, and here we are with the adjustments. Excuse me, I'm talking. I don't know why I use the wall as a gallery, but I do. So there we are. Finished, sequined, beaded. I'm not sure there's anything more that I can do. What have I done? I've added a bit more lace to the lady's shoulder, the lady in blue. And yeah, I'm quite happy with it now. Now that I feel that I've had a little bit of freedom to do what I wanted to do with the applique down below and the freehand embroidery, the free stitches, lots of applique. I love applique. I've added a little bunch of red tulips in the lady in red, you can see in her hand. and I am really happy with that. I don't know what I'm going to do with this. I will think of something. And can I just say a big apology for all the noises on this video. I didn't realise it was so noisy until I played it back. Now it's too late to edit it. But anyway, I'll speak to you soon. Take care, everyone.